we have all of our memories written down, and we have all of our equipment taken care of in terms of what I'm going to bring over into New Game Plus. I went ahead and outfitted everybody else. You can see they've got different weapons. It's not necessarily like they have their best weapon. I'm pretty sure some people got stuck with weapons that I just had available. Like that metal stirrer for Neo, and then I didn't even bother upgrading the handgun for Marion, I'm not gonna lie, because it's just a basic-ass gun. I don't think I did the same for Odelia. Especially because I didn't really use them when they were available. But the big thing is that everybody's that is early in the game, like Wilbel and Regina, I gave them upgraded weapons and armor, and then some decent accessories, so they will be pretty strong, all things considered, in the New Game Plus that I do on hard mode in my own free time. And then Linka is just pretty solid all around. I'm expecting her to do a lot of damage for me. And then of course Eudice and Keithgriff, they're our bros. They're the ones that we're using to get through everything that has to do with the end game. So they've been outfitted. I'm pretty happy with what I had for them. I would consider these to be pretty good stats. Other than like the critical rate thing, but it's fine. It's fine. So with that out of the way, there is nothing else I can do. There is like a week until the end of the game. So all I have to do is go to 4-1.
Momo? いっけない。遅くなっちゃった。早く帰らないと。お姉ちゃん、きっと心配してるよね。これ以上心配させたら外出禁止になっちゃうかも。さてと、もうちょっと
This is a very normal thing to open on for the end of the time limit.
遅いな。
I guess this is where it would instead play a cutscene of, oh no, you failed to get Neo back if you hit this timer, which is like the one ending we're not gonna get on the saving that is just impossible. Like the other ones, if I hadn't made a mistake, I would have been able to get them, but there is a specific bad end for not saving Neo, which, you know, in order to get any of the character endings, you have to save her, so we're not gonna see the bad end.
おかえりなさい。あんまり遅かったから心配したよ。ごめんね。薬草取りに夢中になっちゃった。ニオ、それだけじゃないでしょ。やっぱりわかる？ちょっと道草してました。ごめんなさい。ニオの考えてることはわかるよ。こんなにいいお天気だったら私でも道草したくなっちゃうもの。さあ、ちょうど一区切りついたし、お昼ご飯にしようか。わーい、私お腹ペコペコ。ごちそうさま。急に笑ってどうしたの？私の顔に。
Okay, so here's where she reflects on how she has her sister back, and then we get our time skip, right?
ニオと二人でこうしてご飯を食べて、お薬屋さんも再開できて、お仕事もどんどん忙しくなってきて、実は全然納品が間に合わない、ご飯食べてる場合じゃないよって、そんなことを考えられるようになったんだなって思ったら嬉しくなって。それ喜んでる場合じゃないよ。お姉ちゃん無計画にお仕事受けすぎ。それは分かってるんだけれど。
Look, those jobs are a very important source of money. I had to do them all.
でもほら、夜通して頑張ればどうにかなるから。ほんと取引先がすっごく増えたよね。お姉ちゃんお友達増えたから、ちゃんと計画的にやらないともっと大変なことになりそうだね。次の予定は分かってる？お姉ちゃんそういうの結構適当だから心配だよ。大体は覚えてるよ。ね。
Aha! Alright, so these three options should split into different endings. So I can say I have a job from Ernie.
そうそう。アーニーさんのお仕事がたっぷり溜まってるんだった。いやー大変。遅れたらアーニーさんが困っちゃうよ。そうなの。いつもつい甘えちゃって遅れるんだよね。アーニーさんにお世話になってるんだから遅れちゃダメだよ。 うんそうだね。よーしご飯食べたら頑張ろっかな。ニオ手伝ってくれる？もちろん。2人でやれば明日の朝までには終わるよね。頑張ろう。おー。
I'm a little nervous because I thought you could pick your ending, but now I'm suddenly realizing, what if I get locked into a character ending because their friendship was too high? Oh no! Oh no! Please tell me I didn't fuck up in the last second! Hello, randomist! Welcome in! Chocolate bowl of peanut M&Ms. Bleh! Peanut M&Ms! Boo! Boo! Gross! The worst M&Ms!
アニーさんいらっしゃい。
But also, how are you doing? Welcome in. How's your Sunday?
お姉ちゃん一生懸命頑張ってるんですけど。
謝らないで。ついたくさん発注しちゃったのは僕なんだから。どんどん注文が舞い込んでくるからついね。悪いなとは思うんだけど、お薬を欲しがっている人を見ると断れなくて、しばらく待たせてもらうね。
I thought we were friends. Look, I can still be friends with someone who eats peanut M&Ms, but you're on thin ice.
お姉ちゃん早くアニーさんはああ言ってくれてるけど、もう1週間も遅れてるよ。ごめんなさい、まだ終わりま
せん。さすがに今回は発注量が多すぎたかな。
Just decide which ones do I like?
ニオが戻ってき
I'm
てから
very
は
basic, just the regular plain M&Ms. I can enjoy some mint M&Ms sometimes, but only kind of seasonally, like around the holiday season. Otherwise, I would just prefer regular M&Ms 9 times out of 10. I guess the caramel ones aren't bad in small quantities, but they get really sweet.
ニオちゃんが戻ってきてからはいつ来てもここは賑やかでいいね。
賑やかにするのも私のお仕事ですから。
それでね、まだお仕事終わってないところに悪いんだけれど、さらに追加注文が入っちゃったんだ。これって受けられそう？もちろん予定もあるだろうし、絶対に受ける必要はないんだ。次の発注に回しても間に合うしさ。どうする？
お薬の追加か。今の仕事が終わったらお友達と約束もあるし、どうしようかな。
Aha! Okay, so here, now we can pick our character ending. Oh, whew. Oh my goodness. Whew. All right. Oh, I was sweating there, worried about what if I got stuck due to friendship values. Okay. So, if everything turned out correctly, I have no plans should take us into the girls' gathering ending. So I'm thinking I'll do all of the Ernie route endings, like the singular ones, Wilbell, Regina, Linka, and Eudice, and then go girls' gathering, and then go into the other options.
ごめんなさい。ちょっとこの後先約が入ってて。
わかった。じゃあ追加分は次の注文と一緒にお願いするね。
戻ってきたらまた頑張ります。その時はよろしくお願いしますね。
The magic-using girl who's a bit sassy, reckless, and full of energy? Maybe this girl reminded Ayesha of her sister. Magic and alchemy, they're seemingly similar, yet remarkably different occupations may have drawn them closer. Just a few years after meeting, Wilbell and Ayesha have become inseparable. Their never-ending story starts now. Oh, that's so cute! I'm gonna fucking die!
ダメ、ちんたらやってたら向こう着くまでに夜になっちゃうよ。二人でお店を開くお許しを大ババ様にもらいに行くんだから、絶対約束の時間までに着かないと。魔法使いは約束の時間に絶対遅れちゃダメなの。そうかもしれないけれど、でも飛ばしすぎだよ。
You don't normally have M&Ms in general, but she got some for Christmas. This is the time of year where you kind of just get dumped with random candies. First you have Halloween, and then most people don't do candies for Thanksgiving, but then Christmas follows right after.
ケーキ焼くのに何回も失敗しなければ。それは言わない約束でしょ。最後に焼いたのはうまくできたからいいの。最後のはほとんど私が作ったような。それも言わない約束。 やっぱりゆっくり駅馬車の旅が良かったな。アーシャ、ほーら蛇行飛行。さらに宙返りでござーい。やめてー空で魔法使いに逆らうと大変なことになるよ。まっすぐ飛んでよ。風で服の裾がめくれて。大丈夫、この高さじゃ見えたってわかんないよ。せっかくウィルベルさんのほうきに乗ってるんだから、細かいことは気にしない。もうベルちゃんは強引だな。何を言っても飛んでる間は。あ、見てアーシャ、海が見えてきた。うわー、大きい。私海って初めて。
There's still an ocean in the setting? Interesting. I just, you know what? I've totally, this part of the art here, I blended it in with the sky. No, that is ocean. Huh? Where's the ocean?
私んちは目と鼻の先。さあ、ラストスパートよ。もっと飛ばすからしっかり捕まって。あー、待って、ゆっくりね、ゆっくり急いで。
God, they're so cute. Oh, now I get to see the ending. Maybe I'll move myself a little bit. There we go. Now you can see the names. I am still surprised by like how dramatic the opening and now the ending is for this game. Most of the game is still pretty lighthearted, so it's very interesting to me, the different tone. The end, Gel? Yes, it is! It's just one of the endings. Our first ending we got is with the witch Wilbel. Years down the line, she and Ayesha have stuck together enough to the point where they want to open a shop together. And so now this is the ending credits. In the future, I'll skip them as we go to see the other character endings and results. Also, thank you for the Hydrate Redeem. But also, how's your Sunday been, Gel? How are you doing today? Since the 25th? No! Was it the family gathering that did you in, or did it start before the 25th? Either way, that blows. Is it just like a cold, the flu? Do you know what it is? And this is one ending of like 8, 10. Wilbel, Regina, Linka, Heathcliff, Eudice, Girls Gathering. I missed out on Harry's ending and Sage's Hermitage. So it's like one of 8, I think. No idea, it's stomach stuff, whatever it is. Oh, that blows. I assume you're already doing the whole, like, you know, bread and rice and stuff like that diet already. But try to take care of yourself, make sure to drink some water, get some rest. If at any point you're hurt, you don't have to stick around. But thank you for being here while you're sick. I do appreciate it. Wait, what do you mean you're not? What are you eating? have your own methods? Gel? That sounds very ominous. Six times the daily fiber recommendation for a few days should do it? Huh? The 6 times? How do you even do that? Alright, but now with that first ending done, we can go back here, rest until the end again. And now we can go see our next ending. Alright, because we've already seen this, we can fast forward through it. We're gonna go along the Ernie route again, because we still have a bunch of other character endings left in there. I already know, I think that last one on the list is the one for the Keithgriff ending. And I definitely forget what this one is. Oh, it might be the Working Lady ending. So there's like 9 or 10 of them, actually. Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. So you're eating beans while you're sick. I can't say I've heard of that as an effective method, but you know what? If it works, it works. I feel like you're going to end up like this one fortune green text you saw. Well, hang on, let's remember, there's no guarantee that a green text is real. Ernie's here, we're being overworked, he's got a potential other order. So, we are hanging out not with Wilbell after this, but with Regina. Oop, 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 oop.
戻ってきたらまた頑張ります。その時はよろしくお願いしますね。
I have a previous engagement after this, I'll come out of the next order, work really hard. Okay, so that text is all the same. Always cheerful, Regina kindly supported Ayesha. After being apart, Ayesha realized how much it meant to her. Regina left the center stage of this story to continue writing the pages of her own life story. Every time Ayesha thought of her, mixed feelings of loneliness and longing to be like Regina sprang from her heart. It won't go down in history, but the small story certainly exists and continued on with a change of venue. Future of a female prospector is the achievement for this. Oh, this art is beautiful, but I can't say that I'm happy with her actually settling down and having kids.
見てください。手のひらがこんなに。遠いとこわざわざ遊びに来てくれてありがとうね。私も久しぶりにアーシャちゃんの顔見たいなって思ってたんだけど、こいつらがいるからなかなか身動き取れなくってね。いいえ、ちょっと遠出するくらいなんでもないです。だってこんなに可愛い赤ちゃんに会えたんですから。どうやら首も座ってきて一段落って感じだけど、大変なのはまだまだこれからだね。レジナさんもすっかりお母さんですね。あれからまだ半年しか経ってないのに。あれ、なんだか計算が合わないような。いやー、参ったな。この赤ちゃんは私の弟の子供だよ。あんにゃろ、姉ちゃんより先に結婚して子供まで作っちゃって。じゃあ後ろのその子も？ああ、こっちは末の妹だよ。そういえば言ってなかったっけね。ほら、アーシャ姉ちゃんにご挨拶。こんにちは。はい、こんにちは。レジナさんにそっくりだから、てっきりお子さんだと思いました。
I'll move myself. That's the little kid there. Oop, apparently her youngest sister. See, she doesn't have kids. Yeah. She just ended up, I guess, like going home to her family and helping support her other siblings as they have children, which like is still a form of like, I guess I'm torn on it because so many of her events showed that prospecting was actually kind of annoying for her. She felt like she wasn't being, you know, respected as a woman, and they were being too handsy with her a lot of the time and disrespecting her boundaries, that sort of thing. But like there is a lot of melancholy to her, like giving up her career to go back home to her family, which I didn't necessarily think meant that she'd be happy like this, but I guess they're writing it that she is happy supporting her family because she was a very family-focused character. She talked about her siblings in so many of her events. So I think I'm more okay with it since it's not her own kids, and it's just that she's like focusing on helping her family. But it is very much one of those things where it's like, you know, she'd probably be even happier if she just married Ayesha and, you know, they lived together. I'm just saying.
レジナさん、なんだか柔らかくなりましたね。あら、そう？毎日この子たちの世話をしてるから、そのせいかな。発掘やってた頃は、周りにいたのは肉体系の男ばっかだったからね。あの頃のレジナさんはかっこよかったですけれど、今のレジナさんは可愛いって感じです。のんびり田舎で暮らしてると、性格も体も丸くなるよ。そういえばちょっとふっくらとしました。ほら、そこは女らしくなったって言おうよ。アーシャちゃんも赤ちゃんの面倒を見れば今よりもっと女らしくなれるかもよ。本当ですか？あんまり自信ないですけれど。でも赤ちゃんいいですよね。私も欲しいな。お、積極的な発言が出たね。それで相手はいるの？それは全く。そういうレジナさんは？鋭意努力中。じゃあ私もそういうことにします。赤ちゃんが抱きたくなったらまた遊びにおいでよ。これからうちは赤ちゃんで大豊作よ。
Alright, well, not the best ending, but it's fine. Now I can skip the ending. You know what? I don't need to save that clear data. Sorry, Regina. Oh, thank you for the lurk, Nick. Hope you're enjoying the stream in the background with whatever else you're doing. At least you didn't get SC'd. You're so right. Anything is better than being left forever alone like SD was for all three of the Arland games. Despite her being a beautiful, attractive, hardworking career woman, any man who didn't find her to be amazing is a fucking coward! Anyways, next ending. I'm still not over SD, if you guys haven't been able to tell. Absolute fucking Hollywood with terrible taste. Exactly. All of those men in the Arland games have terrible taste. I'm gonna murder every writer who thought that being an older woman was unattractive, because you clearly have horrible, horrible taste in real life too. Alright, next one for Ernie, I think on the list was Eudice? Or was it Linka? I don't remember the options, even though they were there. The men hate women or something? True, Gel! True! She's not even old. She's like, what, maybe 30 at the oldest? I think in the first game, ST is like 30. And then after that, she does get older as time passes throughout the different games, where I think she's somewhere in like her 40s. But like, why are you afraid of a 40-year-old woman, game devs? Why are you afraid of a woman showing her age, game devs? I'm just saying. Anyway, we've promised Linka this time around. Visitors from a faraway country. Their interaction with Ayesha began with the most minor of events. The two had an interesting relationship, and before she knew it, Ayesha found herself deeply intrigued by it. However, these visitors eventually had to leave. As they departed, Marion and Linka posed an unexpected proposition.
アーシャ、今までありがとう。ようやく仕事に一区切りつけられたわ。アーシャが手伝ってくれたおかげね。今まで本当にありがとう。
帰ってしまわれるんですね。お二人がいなくなるって思ったらすごく寂しいです。
そんな顔しないで。寂しいのは私たちも一緒よ。行ったこともない土地で会ったこともない人と交流して、そんな暮らしが最初からすんなりできたのはアーシャのおかげ。
おかげで食いはぐれることもありませんでした。アーシャのおかげです。
はい。
また会えますか？
会えるわよって言いたいところだけど、こればっかりはわからないわね。次に派遣される調査隊に私たちが加われるかどうかは上の人事次第。
アーシャ、下っ端役人は大変な
Being
ん
a
です。
gopher is hard. True,
個人的
Linka,
に訪れる
true.
にはここは遠すぎる土地だしね。
そんな、じゃあもしかしたらもう二度と会えない。それなのですが、アーシャ、マリオンから一つ話があります。お話ですか？
この話をするべきかどうかずいぶん迷ったんだけど、やっぱり私もあなたとこのままお別れになっちゃうのは嫌だから。でも無理にとは言わない。あなたが自分で考えて答えを出してほしいの。
はい、なんでしょう。
私たちはこれから中央に戻るの。こことはまた違
Return
うけ
to
ど
the center.
悪くないところよ。
Okay, assuming it's like a. I was thinking it'd be like a globe situation, but is there perhaps like an end of the world situation going on? Like, not end of the world doomsday, but like there is literally a hard stop to where the land can exist, and then after that it's nothing? If they're calling where they come from the center?
その地へ、もしよかったら私たちと一緒に。
私たちと一緒に来ませんか？アーシャ。私が？
町と比べてもう一つ大きな国っていう概念で運営されている場所よ。錬金術師には国から手
Thank
厚
you
い
very
補
much
助
for
も
the
出る。
hijack redeem.
あなたのような錬金術師も何人かいる。本当によく考えてほしいの。あなたの人生を大きく変えることだから。でももし私たちと一緒に来てもいいって思ってくれるなら、あなたがここで私たちにしてくれたみたいに向こうに行ったら手助けをするわね、リンカ。
もちろんです。アーシャは友人であり、友達であり、親友ですから。マリオンさん、ティンカさん、ありがとうございます。私は。
And the trio is what this is called
とても
now.
感動的なお話だったはずなのに、どうしてこうなった
Oh
の
my
でしょう。
god, Marion, you're so pretty. Short women can be beautiful too, guys. Just a reminder. Also, Linka's face. It's very good. Also, of course, Aisha's face is also very good.
ごめ
You're
んな
not
さ
sure
い。
the place is just generally
まさか
referred to as
帰り
central.
の船で転
Interesting.
属命令が来るとはね。さすがの私も予想しなかったわ。
マリオン、暑いです。髪を切る許可を。
それはダメ、絶対ダメ。
では、服を脱ぐ許可を。
それも絶対ダメですよ。それにここは夜になったら急激に冷えるから、そん時まで取っときなさい。
マリオンさん、あっちに水場が見えますよ。冷たい水。
言っとくけど、この辺りに水場なんてないからね。逃げ水よ、逃げ水。追っかけるだけ無駄よ。
逃げ水って何ですか？
暑い日によく出る水があるように見える錯覚よ。冷たい水は中央に戻るまで我慢なさい。
それっていつ頃になるんでしょう？
さあ、いつかしらね。季節が3回くらい巡っちゃうかもしれないわね。
Another 3 years. Have fun.
3年ってことですか？そんな。それもこれも マリオンが下っ端役人なせい。
言ったわね。私だって飛ばされたくて飛ばされてるわけじゃないの。ああ、もうこうなったらやけよやけ。とことんやったろうじゃないの。
アーシャ、マリオンが言うには人生とは一寸先は闇ということです。
Central is the central part of whatever nation or organization they work for. Okay, okay. Then maybe it's just like a central within the nation as opposed to central within the world.
ほらそこごちゃごちゃ言わないの。無駄に喉が渇くだけよ。さあ砂漠に眠る古代の遺跡よ、待ってなさい。
Anything for you, Marion! Alright, fun little ending with the girlies. Now we can get Eudice's ending. And we can finally see what's on the other paths. I think they go into it a bit more in Eska and Logi, but there's also a couple years ago. Okay.
どのくらい休もう
That's
か
fun
な。
that we'll get to see some actual follow-up.
それじゃあ
I'm not playing Eska and Logi right away, but I of course do want to finish out the Dusk trilogy for certain. So that will be on the schedule for next year. Alright, we are once again swamped with work, but this time we've promised to hang out with Eudice, and probably Nanika. Or maybe we're hunting. Ooh. Instead of being an apothecary, we become a hunter. Have a job from Ernie. Marion and Linka are also major characters in that game. Let's fucking go! I love it when my favorites get to come back! I don't know if I would necessarily call them my favorites, actually. I think out of my favorite cast members in this game, it's probably actually Will Bill and Keithgriff. But, like, Marion and Linka are still very solid characters, and it would be a shame if we didn't get to see them again after they did so much talking about other places in the world, you know? It's very easy to fill things out with them. I promised Eudice, I have an engagement. Gonna go do, I don't know, whatever it is we do afterwards. As Eudice and Ayesha continued to travel together, they grew to accept that they would each always have the other's back. Eudice's ambition to slay the dragon. The accomplishment of that heroic battle was only the prologue of his story. Desiring a strong opponent, today their journey continues. Hunter life.
アーシャ、情報によると、今回の標的は猫のような頭に熊のような前足。
Oh, that's a fucking terrifying monster description. But hey, look at her! Just eating, what is that? Oranges, clementines with Nanika in the background? Look at her! God, Aisha, you're
背
so
中に
cute.
はコウモリのような翼が生え、さらにムカデのような尾を持つらしい。
なんだか主体性のない標的ですね。
体長は以前俺たちが倒した竜と比べても遜色がないくらい大きい。そして凶暴性ではその上を行くらしい。
なるほど、強敵ですね。あ、でも頭が猫ってことは、ほら、きっとみかんの皮が苦手ですよね。みかんの皮というか、みかんを絞ったら出る汁だよね。そうそう、それです。
いや、標的はあくまでも猫に似た巨獣というだけでな。
みかんが弱点とは限らないってことですか？でも試してみないとわかんないよ。そうですよね。じゃあ今から町にみかんを買い出しに。
待て待て、奴はいつここを駆け抜けていくかわからない。今から買い出しに行っても間に合わない。
Keithgriff doesn't show up in Eska and Logi? No! He was supposed to go on a big journey though. Oh, that's a shame. I'm gonna miss my tsundere grumpy mentor. Oh.
それもそうですね。残念。あ、ちょっと待って。そういえば私、みかん持ってました。ナナカさん、準備万端ですね。とっても美味しそうだったから。はい、アーシャちゃんにお裾分け。ありがとう、ナナカさん。いただきます。はい、お兄ちゃんにも。
これをどう使えばいいんだ。
甘酸っぱくて美味しい。ちょうど食べ頃ですね。
今食べてどうするんだ。あのな、二人とも狩りというのは。
あ
しまった、抜けられた。追うぞアーシャ。
でもま だみかん食べるの途中で。
今はそれどころじゃないだろう。
あ、それもそうでした。追いますね。いってらっしゃい。二人とも頑張って。
They're so stupid. I can't believe Eunice is the only one with a brain cell in that group. I mean, I guess I can, considering he's the one who's been hunting things forever. Now we get to see the I have no plans one, which should be, if I'm lucky, the girls' gathering. I'm glad Keithgriff does show up in the third game, though. He's too good of a character to leave in just one game. That'd be like leaving Sturk in just Atelier Rorona. It doesn't make any sense, you know? Unfortunately, it's not the first time that we would see characters not necessarily get to return. Like, Cordelia wasn't a party member, I think, in Totori, and then she didn't show up at all in Meruru, and then in Lulua, she's the prime minister, so like they never actually put her on screen. I guess even more so with like Ixie. He's technically a returning party member in Totori, but then after that doesn't get seen in Merudu, and all you see is like a protege for Ixie in Lulua. Ixie himself is not there anymore. Alright, I have no plans. Hang on.
もちろんやります。薬師のお仕事はお薬を作ることですから。
ありがとう。あ、でも大丈夫？今も目いっぱいみたいだけど。
いえ、今回遅れてしまったので名誉挽回のためにも頑張りたいです。
あ、わかったよ。ありがとう、アーシャちゃん。
By her very nature, Ayesha worked hard on whatever she was doing and became adept at working for those in the know. No job's too small or hard for Ayesha. That rumor spread far and wide, and job requests came from beyond the mountains. Today, a mountain of job requests are delivered to Ayesha again. No, this is the working man one? Oh shit!
アーシャちゃんの言う通り、遠慮なしにお薬の注文を集めてきたんだけど。
Uh-oh, I might have messed up on my girls' gathering then.
さすがにちょっと多すぎたかな。
ちょっと待ってくださいね。どれどれ、傷薬が860
Oh Jesus Christ, Ayesha!
風邪薬が360瓶、痛み止めが500日分、栄養剤が4タル。うわー、タル単位の注文なんて初めて見た。タルか。しかも4タル。うん、タルだね。4タルだね。タル、タル、4タル。
Studio Gust in their fucking barrels.
そうなんだ。しかも納期は1ヶ月後。ちょっと調子に乗りすぎちゃった。さすがにこれは大変って量じゃないよね。なんだったら納期を伸ばしてもらうよう交渉を。
Had to let your less than intelligent dog out, so you missed most of what I said about Keith.
あ、いえ、
Basically just I would miss my tsundere grumpy mentor. He's too good of a character to leave in just one game, or to like just mention off screen a couple times. So I'm glad he does return in one of the games, because like there's so much that they built up with him that would be a shame to leave behind.
お薬を一度にたくさん作っちゃう方法、それを使えば多分1ヶ月でなんとかなります。でもお姉ちゃん、これって材料が足りないんじゃないかな。今薬草の在庫ってそんなにないよね。あ、全部この辺りで集めると取り尽くしちゃってもう生えてこなくなるよ。ありゃあ、どうしよ
う。やっぱり納期を後ろにずらす？
いえ、アトリエの近所だと無理ですけれど、他の場所まで行けば。そういえばホルンハイムのそばに群生地があったはずだよ。アーニーさん、行けます。大丈夫です。
うん、わかったよ。じゃあよろしくお願いするね。
Hello Maxwell, welcome in! How are you doing today on this lovely Sunday?
ニオを大至急ホルンハイムまで連れて行ってもらいたいんですけれど。
でもニオちゃん一人で大丈夫？
平気ですよ。ずっと一人でよくわかんない場所をさまよってましたから。それに比べればお使いなんて余裕です。
And well, and me, yup,
Okay.
pretty
So,
well.
yeah, 一緒に行こう。
Slept in
Yeah.
until shortly before stream, had lunch, started streaming. Now we're ending
お世話になり
hunting.
ます。
I might have messed
Ayesha.
up one of the requirements for these
お姉
endings.
ちゃん
I'm not
私が
sure
立
where I
派に
messed
任務
up.
を果たしてくるからね。
じゃあ、
We'll
アーシャちゃん
see.
ひとっ
Because
走
there are
り
still
ホル
other
ンハイ
options
ム
where
に
it
行って
could
く
be
るよ。
hiding behind.
よろしくお願いします。
アーシャちゃんもニオちゃんも元気だね。
それが私たちの取り
We've
柄です
seen
から。
4 character endings so far.
Nanda
This one
ka, boku made
specifically is the
genki ni
working
natte kicha.
ma'am ending, where you have to do
Yoshi.
enough requests
張
to
り切っていこ
unlock
うか
it. Oh, thank you for the Hydrate Redeem Gel. That is cute that that ending essentially becomes like running a family business with Neo and Ernie. A mother and his 2 daughters. Alright, so now we're gonna rest until the end again. And we can see what lies down the other paths. Alright, we're gonna noom through this. And then I'm gonna try and turn off the fast forward before we get to the choice so I don't miss anything afterwards. You're starving, you're eating lunch.
でもほら、ほんとちゃんと次の大体
Rough idea. I have to make a
ヒル
delivery.
ツベルクに配達のお仕事があったような。正解お姉ちゃんもだいぶしっかりしてきたね。ニオがいない間に旅とかして鍛えられたからね。明日の朝になったら出発しよった。ニオも行く？行く行く。置いてっちゃやだよ。
Oh, you know what? This might be the girls' gathering ending then. Because I know Neo is involved in it.
じゃあ今日は早めにお仕事を終わらせて明日の準備をしなきゃね。荷造りは私に任せて。
Hey, Eunice is actually there at his stall. That's good. I didn't think they'd include that.
うわー、すごい人。そういえば今日はバザールだっけ？賑やかだな。それに美味しそうな匂いもするよ。こら、キョロキョロしてたら迷子になっちゃうよ。はーい。もう迷子にはなりたくないから言うこと聞きます。
Oh, hello, buddy. Welcome in.
それじゃあ
I am doing
Marietta
quite
さんのお
well.
店に急ぐよ。
Christmas time was great. If all things considered, we had to go to a family holiday party, but there were no arguments and very little like things going wrong. Plus, the food was actually really good this year. Other than the dessert was kind of lame, but the food, the main dinner, delicious. So I will call that a successful holiday season. And then ever since, I've just kind of been chilling, relaxing around the house. Technically, my period started recently, so it's been a little bit of like aches and pains here and there, but it's pretty light, all things considered, so I will take that too. I am enjoying Atelier though. We are ending hunting for Atelier Ayesha. We are in the process of seeing what this ending leads to. I think I know which one it is, but we still have some dialogue to see for it.
こんにちは。頼まれてた品物のお届けです。あら、ご苦労様。今回も早かったわね。はい、確かに。いつもありがとう。ニオちゃんと一緒にお仕事しだしてから前より調子良くなったんじゃない？やっぱり家族がいると張り合いがありますから。ありますから。
Before I forget, how are you doing today, Bunny? How's your weekend been? And of course, this Sunday as well.
それにニオも
Thanks for stopping by while you had the time.
調合以外に私ができることはなるべく私が頑張ってます。仲いいわね。私は一人っ子だから羨ましいな。あ、そうそう。今度みんなで集まって何かしようって計画があるんだけど、二人ともお仕事の予定に余裕があるなら遊びに来ない？みんな集まるんですか？いいな。お姉ちゃんどうする？確かその日は。
Aha! So here is where I say I have no plans. I could go into the character endings again, but they're all gonna be the same.
はい、その日はバッチリ空いてます。 というか予定を空けます。久しぶりにみんなと会いたいですもん。
じゃあ決まりね。アーシャが来るならみんな喜ぶわよ。
いいなあ。私も行っていいですか？
何言ってんの、当た
Had
り
a
前
good
じゃな
time
い。
too. Let's get 10
ダメ
family.
な
You got
理由なんて
and
一つ
friends.
も
You
ない
got
わ。
cool gifts. What'd you get? What'd you get? There was a pretty good haul for people in my chat. I think people were talking about like the video game collections that they got. I know, for example, Nashoba is often around, and he got a ton of JRPGs, remastered ones, like the Fantasy Star ones. No, Star Ocean ones. So sounds like people have been getting some pretty good hauls. And then I saw in another Discord server that I'm in that a few people got a Switch too, which my husband and I were debating, should we get one or not before the prices go up due to that RAM crisis that's going on right now. But we're still holding off just because there's not anything that's like a must buy on it for us yet. I'm hoping that doesn't come back to bite us later.
もしかしたら知らない人もいるかもだけど、遠慮しないでおいでおいで。
You got everything you wanted and some additional things, but your list is pretty minor. Randomness? Well, what'd you get? What'd you get? Tell me. I'm curious.
楽しみだな。何着ていこうかな。
A 3-year journey. Over this time, Aisha, who lived quietly in a workshop, unexpectedly made many friends. No one knows how their relationships will grow and change in the future. However, through friends of friends, the circle of friendship expands and will surely create a wonderful story. This is the Girls Gathering ending! Will Bell, you fucking gremlin!
アーシャさん、このケーキすごいですね。3日間かけて焼きました。うわー、美味しそう。ねえ、最初の一口は私だかんね。このてっぺんのイチゴに生クリームとシロップのかかってるすごいとこ。私もそこ欲しい。
This art
他
is
の
so
場所
pretty.
も美味しそうですよ。そこ食べるの楽しみにしてたんだよ。ケーキが焼ける前から楽しみだった。
はいはい、注目。ケーキを食べる前にちょっと聞いて。
Also,
初
these
めての
alternate
人も
outfits are
お
really,
なじみ
really
の
cute.
人もいると思うけど、
It's probably like white for purity and girls being innocent, but also a gay marriage? Hello? Fruity? No.
私たちの会合に新しいお友達が来ました。それではご挨拶をどうぞ。
こんにちは。西の向こうの砂漠からやってきましたターニャです。今日は呼んでいただいて光栄です。皆さんよろしくお願いします。よろしく。
はい、可愛らしい挨拶ありがとう。こちらこそお友達が増えて嬉しいわ。
Oh, I'm so glad it panned back up. I really wanted to see.
はい、そこ。
Oh, Tanya's hiding completely behind Aisha. Oh, come on. I wanted to see what outfit they designed for her. At least her posing is cute with her little clasped hands. And I think Wilbell's still my favorite part of this. But Marietta's hairstyle is really cute here too. Cute girls! Cute girls!
だってニオが。だってベルちゃんが。
争ってもダメよ。一番美味しいとこは主賓のターニャちゃんに贈呈されます。
よく考えたらそうだよね。いえニオさん、ベルさん、分けっこして食べよう。いいの？わーい、てっぺんだ。あれれ、てっぺんって人気あるんだね。知らなかったよ。今度はてっぺんの部分だけのケーキ焼いてみようかな。
それは胃にもたれてしまうわね。
大丈夫ですよ。なぜなら、あれ、ナナコさん、ケーキあんまり食べてないみたいですけれど。
やっぱり分かっちゃった？最近ちょっと太っちゃって。どう？見た目も変わんないし全然問題ないと思うけど、それがそうも言ってられなくて。
Oh my god, you have an ending about all these girls gathering for tea parties and having fun and being cute, and you just have to include the whole, yeah, I'm eating too much. I can't. Oh, no, you can't give me cake. Oh.
まあその気持ちわかるよ。
Somebody
私も
bonked these
大人だからね。
Studio Gust writers on the head.
安
Set them
心して
straight.
ください、ナナカさん。なんとこのケーキは食べても太らないんです。 それは本当？はい、
生地とクリーム、それにお砂糖、全部錬金術で調合したものなんです。
おお、そんな夢のようなケーキがあったなんて。そういうことなら遠慮なくいただきます。
どうぞどうぞ。って私たちも早く食べないとなくなっちゃいそうですね。
あらやだ、本当。それじゃ夢のようなケーキを堪能しますか。
Very sweet ending. I love my cute girls. I'll make a clear save for that even though it makes no difference. Alright, and then I think because we can't get Harry's ending or Sage's Hermitage, this one might be our last one actually.
どのくらい休むかな。
You got Xenoblade Chronicles X, some sweaters, a bookshelf, a bunch of Steam cash, fancy chocolate that you did ask for. Oh wow, that's pretty loaded. Okay. Are the sweaters nice? You will probably enjoy Xenoblade Chronicles X. It's definitely the black sheep of the Xenoblade games, but like there's so much about it that is fun, especially in terms of like how well they do the mechs in that game. You will probably enjoy it. All right, I forgot something important. Oop. Okay, there we go. Sorry.
そうだった。大事なこと忘れてた。お姉ちゃんね、調べ物があったんだ。
お勉強なの？お姉ちゃんってもう先生になれるくらいなのに。
まだ私は人に教えられるほどじゃないよ。知らないことだってたくさんあるの。もっともっと努力しなきゃ。それにお勉強というよりは純粋な興味かな。
私本読むの苦手。
じゃあミオはお留守番する？何日かアトリエを開けるけど。
それはやだ。一緒についていく。
There they are.
うわー、ここにあるの全部本なの？
ミオも読んでみる？面白い本がいっぱいあるよ。
私でも読める本ってあるのかな。ちょっと探してくる。
You only wore the sweaters to try them on, but they did seem nice. Okay, that's good. Sometimes you get a sweater and it's like you can tell right away, oh, I'm never going to wear this. Or that's going to be so uncomfortable. So I'm glad they're actually good
何
sweaters.
ですか、アーシャ。あの想像しい生き物は。
すみませんオディリアさん。ミオがどうしてもついてきたいって。後で静かにするように注意しておきます。
いくらか懸念していたが後遺症などはないようだな。
はい、もう元気すぎて困っちゃうくらいです。以前よりもおてんばさんで。
まあいい。あの年頃の娘は小鳥のようにさえずるものだ。
はい、彼のことをもっと知っておこうかと考えまして。
それもいいだろう。俺はじきにここを去る。君がいればスラグたちも張り合いがある。
キースさん、どこかに行ってしまわれるんですか？まだ教えていただきたいことがたくさんあるのに。それでいつここ？
マスター、扉の準備は整いました。今宵には出立できます。
The way she's saying door makes me think teleport.
そういうことだ。
待ってください。
An ark to protect seeds, created in ancient times and mistakenly activated, it had to be destroyed to rescue Neo. But how right was it to defeat him? That question remained in Ayesha's heart, forcing her to make a decision. Let's look for the answer. To make amends, or prove she did the right thing, Ayesha decides to take one more trip to the heights of alchemy.
来たか。
Search for the truth.
随分いい顔になったものだ。
はい、旅の準備はすべて済ませてきました。
いい心がけだ。と言いたいところだが、真理を求めるというのは長い旅になる。 生まれ育った地を離れるというのは耐え難い未練があるはずだ。たとえこの地に帰って来られるとしても、それは君が老いた頃の話かもしれない。それでも君の心は変わらないか？
はい、変わりません。私がこの地でやったことの答えを見つけたいんです。そのために進めるところまで錬金術の道を極めたいんです。
さて、そんなことができるだろうか？君は少なくとも今の俺を超えねばならん。
真理を突き止めるためならそれも覚悟の上です。
その言葉、二度とたがえることは許さんぞ。
はい。
わかった。ならばもう聞くまい。しかし俺が心配することではないが、君の妹は納得したのか？
It's none of my concern, but what about your little sister that you spent 3 years trying to save? Yep, I understand what you are, Keithriff.
納得してくれたかどうかは分かりません。でも待っててくれるそうです。お互い生きてさえいればいつでも会えます。離れても平気です。もうお姉ちゃんも頑固なんだから。
Oh, Nia's going to be cute.
ニオ、私もついていくからね。ダメって言ってもダメだからね。だから連れて行って。ニオ、困ったな。キーさん。
やはり戻るか？
いえ、先ほどの言葉を翻したりはしません。ただこの子も一緒にダメでしょうか？
大変な旅になる。君の妹には負担が大きいだろう。
大丈夫です。二人一緒なら。
ほう君たちは強いのだな。いや、楽天的とでも言うべきか。俺も少しは見習うとするか。
マスター、そろそろ星が揃うお時間です。
お、では扉を開くとするか。いいだろう。俺は師として持てるすべてを君に伝えよう。
よろしくお願いいたします。さあ行きましょう。
You believe it's implied that this is the canon ending, or at least close to it. Oh, I thought Sage's Hermitage was. Either way, it's a fun ending. I like the idea of the two of them going off to explore more about the lore of alchemy in this world. It's cool. It's very cool. Well, that was actually far faster than I thought it would be. I think these feel less involved than some of the endings in previous games. Like they're not as long, I think. But maybe I'm just misremembering them because I spent a while like building up to them. Oh, hey. Stop that. Yeah, here they are. With varying play times, of course. Due to how fast we could go through them, but here they are. I'm pretty sure, like I said before, there are only 2 endings that we are missing. Harry's ending due to not winning all the treasure contests, and then there's a final ending, Sage's Hermitage, which requires Girls Gathering, Harry's ending, Working Ma'am, and Search for the Truth. Like Heathcliff's ending. All of those must be triggered, I think, for Sage's Hermitage. Just remember there were a few comments in Escanlogi about how Ayesha was supposedly wandering around with Heathcliff. Oh, never mind. I guess I stand corrected. Neat. Here we can look at the extras now. We have all of our different event stills that we can look at. Ancient Dragon Slaying alt. Oh, so they have one if you don't bring Linka, even though it's basically necessary for her events. Or not basically, it is necessary for her events. Interesting. Oh my god, you can rotate it? Why would you do that? I can hide the menu for any of them. Did I miss any? Oh, yeah, of course I did. Yep, it's just those 2 endings that we were talking about. Wait, Keith End True versus Keith End Alt? Interesting that there's a true and alternate version? And the alternate one is with Neo? Do you have to have completed Neo's events for her to tag along or something? Huh. Gosh, these are really pretty stills. Look at them! What gorgeous art! I love them so much. And then we can look at the backgrounds too. I don't think we ever actually get to see this background. Neat! Oh, wow. This art is gorgeous. Like the homunculus town. Cute! Man, if you ever need splash screens for a tabletop game, just look at the background art for Atelier. Hot damn! These are so pretty! You know, I'm really surprised Sueterum never turned into some kind of like super dungeon I have to go through. It was just a regular place. Oh, that's so fucking cool. That art goes hard. Yeah! Oh, and then of course we can watch all the different movies, like the zone area introductions, the opening day. What's the teaser? The A14 above her, I believe, is the stand-in for what number Atelier game this is. I guess this must have been the reveal for Atelier Ayesha. Oh, thank you for the hydrate redeem. Man, they're really trying to amp up the drama for this game. That's a killer way to advertise. Oh, and another hydrate redeem. Thank you, Gel. More water. Model viewer. Oh! There she is. There's our girly. Is there anybody's model that we didn't really... Wait, we're missing one? We're missing a model? Oh, we're missing a few, actually. It looks like... So it's things that we didn't beat, I guess, because this would probably be the Grand Dragon here. And then these would be the 3... Wait, I totally did beat Gehenna Fang. Why isn't it up here? That's weird. But okay. Oh, this final one is probably... There's a special event with Nanaka where one of her cows goes missing, and I didn't get to do those events because I went too fast on collecting the flowers, so it's probably a baby cow is what we're missing. Alright, bonus. Oh, the bonus art that we unlocked! The two of them together, cute! Oh, concept art! The expressions. I love this one in particular. Wilbel's concept. The way she puts her bun up into the hat is so fucking funny to me. Oh my god, the laugh here? Perfect. 10 out of 10. No notes. Regina's concept. Very nice. Okay, I knew it. All right, so in the ending where Marion, Linka, and Aisha all go off into the desert together, they mistakenly colored the top sleeves black. The bottom sleeves are black, but these aren't. So a little bit of an error got into the ending, but it's fine. That expression. Oh my god, she's a whole head taller than Marion. Oh my fucking god. Height difference, Yuri. Let's go. One of Nautica's cow's face is out of reality for a bit and you have to find it. Yeah, I totally missed that. Here's Eurus. Very boring design, all things considered. Another hydrate redeem, thanks, Gel. And even his expressions are boring. I do like this softer looking one. It's very sweet. Keith Griff, old man. Oh, they have the coin that he uses as part of his time card animation. And the button design too, very nice. For a half a second, it looked like this was an open mouth instead of like his lips, and it just looked like he was grimacing at the screen. Cute. Ooh, I like that wistful look. And in this art, she looks so young. I really like how he's able to show off how young she is compared to Aisha. Like, look at that. To me, at least, it really feels like there is a difference between them. I think it's the soft cheeks here and the less defined chin. Marion's concept art. Oh! Gun girl! Woman, I love you. Question marks? What do you mean question marks? What do you mean I don't have all the bonuses? What? Huh? Oh, okay, so these are the unique the unique ones. Okay. Who would come after Odelia? What do you mean? The whistling for Kyle is very good. Oh! He should have kept the hat! I love the hat on him, actually! Oh, the lace socks are a nice touch. And just big face. I'm missing 2 different people. What the hell? How? Why? What happened? It's Odelia 4 more times. Maybe. Also, thank you again for the hydrate redeem. Ah, really pushing through those. I think this is just meant to show off Tanya without her hair covering like her shoulders and stuff. But short hair Tanya is actually kind of cute. Everybody's least favorite musician, useless windbag. He's pretty though. Old Tugal Apothecary, just look at that. Look at the gorgeous art. Oh. Time to rest. Ah, Wilbo! You're so cute. For leaving. Sisters together. Rest. Oh god, this is so fucking pretty. Oh my god. untranslated text, but I think it was put as in the album section, like sunbathing or something. Shopping together. And then the final 9th album I did not unlock because that means beating all the super bosses, which is fucking crazy. Ooh! Now, before they even had Aisha's final design, you can see the actual concepts. Ooh, goodness. Look at all these different ways they could have taken her character. For some reason, this feels very Vocaloid coded, like Luca coded. I can see that they liked the yellow and green from this one and pulled it over into the future. Gosh, I really like the like skirt and vest combo here though. That's really pretty. Oh wow. This I did not like, or do not like just looking at it. I'm glad they didn't stick with that. This, you can see it's very close to like Aisha's hair texture, but it's put up in pigtails instead. I think I prefer it down for sure. Oh my gosh, it's so chic and fashionable in all of these. These are real outfits you could see people wearing. Like, I don't know what you would call this kind of fashion, but this is so pretty. I really like the blue stockings on this one. It's adorable. And then like the pink dress here is really cute too with the ribbon. Cute, 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 cute. Oh, interesting. The staff design wasn't set in stone either. You can tell there's 2 different ones here. This feels kind of more like, I don't know, classic Atelier? Not a classic, but maybe like Arland Atelier? This one on the right here? I don't know why. Ooh, this is vaguely Red Riding Hood coded with the big, I think that's meant to be like a red hat. I do kind of like that. This is cute. This feels vaguely kind of like, not gothic, but like witchy, maybe? I don't know. That one on the right is super adorable. Oh, and then here's where they were refining. For some reason, this is Totori coded to me. I think it might be the blue and the brown hair. They almost ended up on like this hairstyle for Aisha because there's 2 of them that have it. But you can see Aisha here. This definitely looks like a proto Aisha. It's not exactly the same color scheme. They didn't really have the green and yellow in here at all for any of these final phases. But that's basically Aisha's hair and face. Oh, I like the design with like the little buns there. Oh, I can just hit left and right trigger. Hell yeah. This makes her look like an anime mom. Just like with the shawl and the one dress thing. It's a little too simple. Maid coated for some reason? I don't know if I like that. The scarf shawl is cute though. And then different ideas for like layering. Man, you worked really hard on concepting. Oh, I love the ribbon silhouette here in the back. This feels kind of similar to Meruru's hairstyle, so I can see why they didn't go with it. Again with the kind of maid idea here. Oh, you can see the evolution. Now, the second they got away from the pinks, it feels more like Aisha with the greens. I see. They even had tried to have both the red and the green in the same outfit. I can see why they didn't go with it, because like they had to try and do some like warmer greens up here, which I don't think really worked that well. Sticking to the one color I think was better between reds and greens. And then they ended up working it in different ways, where instead of like the orange, they went for the yellow and the pink on the wings. I see. Will Bell concept was a little blonde witch. Oh my god. Holy shit. But then from there, it seems like they figured her out pretty fast. Oh no, I really like this baggy pants concept for Regina. I don't like the ribbon under the bust. I like the chop that they originally went with. Or not originally, but like eventually went with, but that baggy pants look actually does suit her really well. I don't like the blonde hair. I'm really glad they didn't go blonde. But you can see they liked the skirt and shorts look, plus the heels, yeah. Oh, we could have gotten green-haired Regina. Interesting. I definitely think the red hair suits her better. Who is that supposed to be? Guard? Was this Proto-Linka? I think it must be Proto-Linka. That's such a different vibe for her. Oh my god. And then these are pretty different too. Oh my god. They went everywhere for Proto-Linka. Look at this big frilly dress. Oh, I do like the wing hair piece here. That's very cute. And the pigtails here, also very cute. This feels very, like, 2000s magical girly with the hairstyle like that. If that makes any sense. Oh, hydrate. Thank you, Gel. Oh, and here's where they finally landed on something that resembles Linka's current outfit and hair. Crazy. Say with all of these, the sword isn't nearly big enough. Okay, what about this one? That's a pretty big fucking sword. Interesting, the only consistent detail is the giant sword. Yeah, with all of them, it's like, yep, we need a big fuck off sword. The center one is closer. The final concept, it gets pretty close. Because, like, this is basically Linka, but instead of the white sweater, it's gray. But otherwise, everything about the design is basically the same. Oh, they did consider blonde for her. Interesting. Oh my god, Proto-Utis designs. Oh. You approve anime women with giant swords is excellent. True! We should give more anime girls giant swords. I think this is mandatory. Also, hello, Deshova. Welcome in. What do you mean, shh? Am I too loud? Oh, I hate this hairstyle. He looks way too fucking old with that. I'm so glad they didn't go for that hairstyle. Also, why are you white? He needs a tan. This is mandatory. Give him a tan. Not loud enough. You got it. I can be even louder. Ah! Okay. Please yell about girls with swords. Okay, so hang on. How do we feel? Instead of just anime girls with big swords, how do you feel about girls dual wielding swords? Because do I have a character for you? Fiora Xenoblade, my beloved. Pale Utis looks like a budget vampire. Yeah! Give him his melanin back! Even if it's just a tan, give him some color back. Man, unfortunately, they basically knew what they wanted with him from the get-go, and I don't agree with their art design at all. I don't like the cargo pants combined with all the leathers and stuff. It just feels so boring. And also, like, not nearly cool enough. The cape could have been cool, but they didn't do that. I'm glad they also didn't give him lighter hair. He's not cool enough for that. Oh my god, Heathcliff concepts! Old man concepts! I don't like this concept for him at all. Oh, you're so right about SD though, Randomist. True, that's another Atelier girl even. So yes, between Fiora and SD, women dual-wielding swords, I'm a fan. Unfortunately, Gel, was dual-wielding ruined for you by SAO? Because I think a lot of people had dual-wielding ruined by SAO. Partially? What else was it? Oh no, what else ruined dual-wielding? Also, these designs all kind of suck ass. They make him look like a swindler as opposed to a cool old man. Oh, what the fuck is this open shirt? The fucking silver fox open shirt bullshit. Get it away from me. I hate that hairstyle and beard, by the way. Get it away, get away. You're a fucking Phoenix Wright character like this. Oh, Keith Griff. I'm so glad they eventually landed on the look they did for you. Everything else sucked. Like this one where it's basically just the implication of a tux and they went, nah, I actually don't want to work on this anymore. That's my interpretation. I don't like that hairstyle. Man, it's really hard to make an old man look good. They tried so hard with him. I do think the white is interesting for a more like doctor look. Thank God he didn't have the hat. Milady. Ooh, the longer hair? No thank you. Goodbye. There he is! That's our old man we know and love! There's Keith Griff! You hate using dual wielding games over literally every other weapon type, strength over dex? Nah, man, I love dex! Give me my dex builds! Also, this must be the Neo concept! Oh my god! She's so different there. Oh, they went in so many different directions for her, too. The side tail. I think that would have been cute. They originally gonna dress her in the same colors as her sister, it looks like. Interesting. Well, you can see the short hair concept there. And then they started playing around with different colors. I see. Doing with the like sailor uniform design to like give off the young impression. I see. Oh, and this is Marion. Oh my god. Even when she's in her concept phase, she's still beautiful. That's my Marion. I'm very glad they didn't go with the plaid skirt or pleated skirt look, because she is just meant to be a grown woman who is very short. So playing into the whole like she looks too young by giving her a younger woman's clothing, I would dislike that greatly. I think, isn't this what they originally ended up going with? But like with a corset here? Yeah, it's the corset skirt, same shoes. Yeah, I think this is what they went with. Yep, and then they added the coat too. Yeah, that's wonderful. Oh my god, Odelia's concept is just Hatsune Miku! Look at her! Look at that teal hair. I know Hatsune Miku when I see her. And then they divulged a little bit more. Yeah, it's Miku! Not divulged, diverged a little bit more. I like the idea of the sheer at the bottom here on this dress, but I think it works better with it being opaque. Like, this just looks more complete as a silhouette to me. I wouldn't have minded the black as opposed to the blue, but a lot of the characters use black in the first place, so that's fine. And then you get all the monster concepts. Cute! God, even the monster art is so pretty. Holy shit. Look at that. Oh my god, the fairy dragons. They're so fucking cute. Look at their scales. And the slags were such a great enemy design concept. And the spirits actually harken back to old ways that they were portrayed in like the PS2 era games. With I know it was in Mana Khemia and Atelier Iris too. I do also really love the homunculus design in this game. Like, it's completely different from what they did previously, but they're so cute! They're just furry little guys! Look at them! Look at the little babies with their expressions! Gotta make sure the enemies are cute while they're beating the party to a pulp. True. Other than this fucker. This fucker can stay dead! I hate you! You are a hard boss! And hard recolor boss fight. And then another even harder recolor boss fight. Fuck you! Oh, wow, that's really cool, though. He articulated all the parts for it and everything. Sick. God, and drawing it while it was like all heated up for its moves. Why are you such a good artist? Why is Hidari so fucking good at this? God, that's so cool. Oh god, that's so cool. And the wind ruler with the claws. Oh my fucking god. And that's Yggdrasil, the fucking giant boss that it is. I do love the little line here, sheeple. It's just the tail. That's the tail. We can tell it's the tail. Interesting. So without the flower crown, it's this like bestial looking thing in the bottom, and then a more humanoid form up top. But humanoid is kind of stretching it when you've got two sets of arms and that face. Super cool. Wait a minute. Why is there Eska and Logi here? Anime key visuals? Right! Eska and Logi had an anime, didn't it? You can really tell what they were going for with the anime. Which character is most important for marketing purposes? Anyways. Luigi. Yeah, totally. Oh, you're so cute. And he's just kind of there for me. Oh, maybe I shouldn't be looking at these. These could be spoilers. Oh, this is spoilers. Look at Wilbell. She's so pretty. Ugh. I don't know if it actually got like a full anime, but I thought I remembered seeing that there was some sort of animated thing for Eska and Logi. That bonus art goes crazy. I love that. I'm so happy they included that. And of course, we can play any of the music that we've heard in the game. I want to say we've heard everything, right? I fucking hope we did. I would hate to have missed anything unique. Oh, hey, you know, I never actually got to hear everybody's special move songs, but they are here now that we've got their ending. So let's listen to them. Oh, that's so Wilbell. Wilbell's super move jingle is just like her character with an image of a witch anime from the 70s. I totally like these. That's so good. That's so very Wilbell. That's perfect. There's at least a few episodes of an anime. Hi! There we go. I knew I wasn't making it up. And then Lady End for Regina. From Regina's blue-collar worker image as a prospector, I thought of including percussions, but it totally turned out to be a cool song. Oh well, I like it anyway. You know what? Regina is cool. Let her be cool. Raging Edge. From Linka's firm and dignified image came trance pop music with a piano melody. For this one, I was going for a cool feeling from the start because the melody is so cool. Okay, I see what you mean about transpop. Okay, that's not as cool as I wanted it to be, but sure. This kind of feels out of place, always being so serious, so to bring out that kind of out of place feeling, you made it Hollywoodish. It's a success if it feels like it fits the game, but it also feels out of place. I don't know if I understand the Hollywood feeling that it described there, but I can see what they mean about like feeling out of place. It is very grandiose compared to a lot of the others. And this is Keith Griff's. Just as the title says, I want a mature and cool, but an older adult performing his super move isn't as mature as it sounds. He's over 40 and still saying things like a super move. That's Keith Griff. That's Keith Griff in a nutshell. This track bops though. This is actually cool. I love the jazz influence. God. Killer track! Keith Griff, why are you so effortlessly cool? Fuck! When you saw the image, I thought of Carmine. It may be simple, but it's good, simple. However, not having any twist lacks impact, so I gave it one twist. Mama Yanagi, thank you so much. I don't know what this reference to. Oh my fucking god! Neo! Why are you so like this? Oh my... You know, I heard the first 10 seconds and I was like, what do you mean? It's simple, but it lacks a twist. And then you just get hit by a piece of classical amusement arrangement. Oh my fucking god. You know what? Go off, Neo. Oh, I see. Recently, you met someone who has heard what an orgel sounds like, but hasn't physically held one. That's very surprising, but using the wind-up key is what makes them great. I see. So yes, it looks like we have all of the songs. Thank goodness. Ah, so this is the final boss theme. It's called Maria. Interesting. That's an interesting name. Why would they choose that? Okay. I knew that Miss Urrutia's songs were illusional, so it matched our fantasy theme. The greatness of the scale of the completed song was astounding. Hope everyone enjoys this new Dusk sound. So this was commissioned. This one was too. Early Evening Stars. I don't remember where I hear either of these in the game. Interesting. Continued from teenage violence anime? What? If it was for an anime, for after the commercial break, this would have been descending. Continuing a series for a long time can become tedious, and this series has reached the 14th. 14! We've caught up with that big series, but we started 10 years after. I see. I understand what you're saying. To break away from tedium, we need directional change. There are times I think we need to perform an operation on the basic concept. So this is just a suggestion. Wouldn't everyone who transforms to the middle-aged man be very interesting? Like bursting orders, cure beer belly? I totally watch it. Yeah, you know what? I should have expected the Studio Gust devs are Precure fans. I should have seen that coming. They make games about cute girls in frilly dresses doing crazy things. That's a fucking Precure fan if I've ever heard of one. Oh, holy shit. So during the transformation, they'll dance while they shave, and when they say their names, they pull out their business cards. Their super move could be repeating their boss's hurtful words and be amazing. Alright, whoever this Achua person is such a fucking dork. I have to respect it. Did I miss any of the flyers? Let's see. Looks like no. I got every single flyer in the game. Hell yeah. Then we got the bios for the characters. We could look at the monsters and their stats at any point in time if we needed to. There are some monsters that we're missing. For example, we have the compact dragon here, but we don't have the grand dragon later down the line. It only gives you the ones that you've actually, I think, managed to beat, is my understanding. Yeah, the Battle Lord there. Although actually, I didn't see the Gehenna thing, even though I know I've beaten it. So you know what? I don't know why it's not there. Ooh, should we listen to any of the voice actor things? Marina Inoue is, I believe, the main character. You know what?
アーシャのアトリエを遊んでくださったあなた、おめでとうございます。アーシャ役をやらせていただきました井上まりなです。一度クリアをされたということで、一体誰エンドになったのでしょうか。もしかしたら出会ってないキャラクターとかいるんじゃないですか。キャラクターいっぱいいますよ。はい、そうですね。私は今このアーシャのアトリエをちょうど撮り終えた時点でこの音声を収録させていただいてるんですけれども、こう通してアーシャのアトリエをアーシャとして演じてきてですね、非常にたくさんの出会いがあり、本当にこの短い時間の中ですごく長いこと冒険をしていたような気持ちになりました。これを遊んでくださったあなたもそういう気持ちになってくれていたら嬉しいです。そしてですね、これ本当やり込み要素満載のゲームだと思うので、エンドを迎えた方でも一度と言わず二度三度と、何度も何度も回っていただいて、ぜひね、たくさんのキャラクターのエンディングをすべて見ていただけたらなと思います。ちなみに個人的なお気に入りキャラクターを言っちゃいましょうか。個人的にはですね、実はオディーリアさんとの絡みが非常に好きだったりします。なんでしょうね、こう硬いオディーリアさんがちょこちょこ見せる可愛らしい素顔というんですか、ところとか、こうキースに対してのネタバレになっちゃうから言わないとこかな。そうです、そんな感じとか非常に楽しかったりしますので、もしまだそちらの方のエンドを見てない方はぜひぜひ次はそのルート行って楽しんでみてはいかがでしょうか。ということで今後ともアーシャのアトリエをよろしくお願いします。ありがとうございました。
Okay, so a lot of what she was saying was about like there's a lot of characters in this game, and there's you're going to be able to meet them all, and it was a long journey packed into a short time frame. And then she ends up rambling about Odelia for a little bit and how she thinks she's cute. I think. Yeah, I didn't hear kawaii at any point in time, but also she talked about like I think it's like the form of her or something is what I could pick up. Maybe I'm just mishearing it, but basically she was rambling about how she thinks Odelia is a good character. I think, so that's fun.
皆さんお疲れ様です。リンカ役をやらせていただ
This is
きま
Linka's
し
voice
た
actor.
小清水亜美です。いやー、全部やってくださったということですよね。これを聞いてくださってるということは、いやー、ありがとうございます。今回はですね、なんと、凛々しい感じの役柄です。というのもですね、このシリーズ、リーナのアトリエというのでですね、ヒロインをやらせていただいたこともあったりなんかして、知ってる人は知っているかな知らない人はゲーム売り場へレッツゴーそんな感じでですね、そっちではすごくふわふわした感じの女の子というか、まあキャルンとした女の子をやらせていただいてたんですけれども、今回はキリリとピリリとしております。なんか実はこうリンカのルートっていうのかなの方だとなんかいろいろ出てきたりとかしてるんですけれども、とっても楽しかったですなんかこうリンカちゃんがね、基本的にはこう淡々としている役柄なのであれなんですけれども、まあでもあれですね、なんかリンカなんかの形でもっと笑顔みたいなのがあったら嬉しいななんて思ったりもするんですけれど、皆さんいかがでしょうか。同意していただける方はぜひとも何かしらどこぞにメールや手紙などを送ってくださいお待ちしていますというわけで、本当に、最後までやってくださってありがとうございました。とはいえまだまだやり込み要素満載ですので、最後まで、やり込んで楽しんでってくださいね。というわけで、リンカ役の小清水亜美でした。ありがとうございました。
Okay, so hers was a little bit more, kind of rambly. I think she was talking about in the beginning about like how she doesn't know anyone who like played a main girl in the game, and she ended up playing Linka instead. Like maybe it was meant to be the like because I'm only able to gather so much of it due to my piss poor Japanese skills. But I'm thinking maybe she was talking about like she might have gone in for the main role originally, but I'm not quite sure. But then from there, she talks about how, like, a lot happens on Linka's route, and that's so fucking true. Like, saying it in, like, the vaguest way possible that a lot happens on her route, And then I think there was a part where she was saying where, like, she'd like to see more of, like, Linka smiling and, I think being happy in her events and stuff like that. So yeah, very sweet. Oh gosh. I don't trust myself to be able to, like, properly translate a lot of these, so I think I'm gonna cut it at those two there. That's all the extras of Atelier Ayesha. Yesterday I showed you guys the dressing room and the different costumes that we had available. Unfortunately, only Ayesha, Wilbel, and Linka were given costumes. I don't know why. So we went to the extras there. We are technically missing a couple things in terms of just like I didn't fight the right enemies or see the right encounters, but that's fine. I think we saw almost everything this game has to offer, other than missing those two endings, Harry's ending and Sage's Hermitage. That's it for Atelier Ayesha. So I'm pretty happy with that. I guess now while I'm here, let me go back to the extras and find some music to listen to while we do our end of year Twitch recap. Well, that's a little melancholy. No. 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 No, definitely not that one. No. Oh, the Wilbell theme. Baby bird. Cute! You know what? I like this one. Marion and Linka's theme is very cute. You will be eternally petty that her root is locked behind Eudice's and is not indicated at all. I mean, they kind of actually... So when you get to the point on Eudice's route of the dragon stuff happening, they do say you should take her with you when you go to do the dragon fight, but I do get what you mean in terms of you have to do Eudice's stuff to even get that indicator. Otherwise, you're just kind of stuck with her. So I get it. If you're not spreading out your time amongst all of your party members and trying to see all the different endings like I was, it is possible to completely miss your stuff. I think I've gotten so used to how Atelier works in terms of like spreading out your time and attention to your party members to see everything, that just kind of like came instinctively to me. So it wasn't a surprise for me, at least, to see that somebody's events were locked behind somebody else's. Because it's not the first time they've done that in an Atelier game. It's to the point, to this extreme is the first time as far as I know. But for example, in Atelier Totori, for example, there's one ending that is heavily tied to another character's ending. So you have to see each person's events to get one of those endings. But while this is playing, let me go ahead and get the Twitch recap set up. And then I need a... Let's go with a window capture. There we go. Okay, so technically it's over my overlay and stuff, but it's fine. I'm just showing you guys what we have here. So, this has been a pretty good year for me, I would say. Oh, you know what? Instead, I will actually put it back over. Like that, aha! And then shrink it down just a little bit so it fit better. Because I want to be able to see the chat while we go over this. I'm gonna shrink it down just a little bit more. Okay, good enough. That roughly fits. Oh, Nick, did you change your name color? It's showing up as black for me all of a sudden. If you don't like Yus and you wouldn't be seeing his events, you wouldn't see the whole bring an entirely unrelated character along because it's required bit. Yeah, I do agree there. Alright, so I streamed 520 hours last year, which is probably like not nearly as many as other streamers, but I would consider that a lot for me. I think I spent a decent amount of time on my streams, especially because there's 107 of them. That's like almost a third of the year. Distinct day stream 103 as opposed to the total streams 107. I really don't know how they calculate a distinct day. It's fine. Between all of you guys watched almost 2,600 hours of my content. Wow, that's crazy. The top categories thing is always so funny for me at the end of the year, because they say top 10%, but I don't know if it means like top 10% of like people who put time on a game or something. But also, look at what happened. Every one of these top categories, I am in the top 10% of. I don't know what they mean by that, but I think it's so fucking funny. It's probably just I stream them to completion and I play JRPGs or farming sims, which are long games, and most people don't stream them to completion. So that's probably it. Top 10 of viewers for these categories? That's maybe not crazy to me for the older Atelier games, but for Yumiya, that's kind of crazy. And for Guardians of Azuma and Grand Bazaar too. I do regularly have a bunch of people watching. So it's just amusing to me because like it happens almost every year where like the top categories almost always have the top 10% included. But I think this is a great encapsulation of what I stream and just like what the channel is, cute girl game, cute girl game, cute girl game. Farming sim, farming sim. Also JRPG, 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 JRPG. That's what I am. Hello. I love alchemy. I love farming sims. I love JRPGs. That's it. My top stream reached 35 viewers. That was almost certainly the day that I think it was Isu. Isu brought like all 4 of her friends that she was doing a collab with to raid in, and that was such a great time. That was during one of the Grand Bazaar streams, and genuinely I had a blast. Like, it was a very active chat, so sometimes I wasn't able to keep up, but I think I did pretty well. All things considered, it was fun. And then top tags, I don't really pay attention to these. I just kind of keep cute girl in English on at all times because like I play games about cute girls, and also my PNG tuber is a cute girl. So there you go. Grand Bazaar also had cute girls, so it was cute girls all the way down. True, Randomist. Very good point. You guys are pretty active in the chat with me. 24,811, that's almost 25k chats. I very much appreciate it when you guys spend your time chatting with me. I know I don't always go out of my way to engage you guys. Like, I'll ask you how you're doing and you know, what you're working on and stuff like that. But oftentimes I get distracted by the game because, I like crafting, I like JRPG fights, so on and so forth. So thank you for taking the time to just hang out and chat. I really appreciate it. In terms of our top channel emotes, it was the oh-ho-ho, the Ojo-sama laugh gets plenty of use. Hyper mode sees a lot of use too because I often use it in my raid messages. And then from there, it was the GG's, Fruity, and the crying emote. I'm expecting in the next year, we might see an improvement in like the fellas usage because that's now available to followers. Otherwise, it seems like everything that was available to subscribers is what was used the most, other than the GG's. That's a follower one too. The cute girls are so distracting. They really are, Gel. I love cute girls. What can I do other than look at them and admire them, honestly? You'll also random on about random things, as I'm sure you've noticed. Yeah, that's totally fine. A lot of my streams, I intend for them to be more like, we're hanging out as I do my thing. I'm just like sharing games that I enjoy, as opposed to like, I don't know, specifically trying to farm content or anything, I guess. Because if I wanted to grow the channel, I really should look into like trying to set up shorts or do stream highlights and stuff like that. But that's a whole other skill to be learning in terms of like video editing. And I barely have enough time for things as is now that we're trying to sell the house. So one day I'll have more free time. Alas. And of course, the biggest fans! We've got Nick, Gel, Rike, Juice, Nushoba, Jack, M, Cookie, and Randomist! Yippee! Thank you guys for showing up so often, using emotes, hanging out with me, lurking too, like all of that counts. So thank you very much. Oh, and the point redeems, I'm sure they factor that into who gets counted as your biggest fan. So again, thank you so much. I have a blast during these streams because you guys are here. And also I'm playing games that I like, but also because you guys are here, you know? Yeah, there you are, Cookie. There. And then here's Nick, also Cookie. When I saw this for the first time and I saw that you were using the dinosaur that I drew as your icon, it's like, I'm so flattered. And it's still here, so I don't know if you changed it or not, but still thank you. Thank you for using my art. I'm still happy whenever I see it used. In general, the second I see somebody using my art, it's like, they liked it enough to put it as their icon. Whoa. You would have been like mid-keynote if you didn't show up here. I mean, yeah, you're in almost like every stream, Randomist. I would be shocked if you weren't here. You're chatting so often. You haven't changed it, the Steam icon. It's still the very first thing you drew for me. Yeah, it's the Etrian Odyssey character or something, right? Hang on, I need to go check this now. I need to make sure if I had it right. Yeah, it is! Okay, yeah. The medic, yeah. So yeah, I'm happy seeing you guys show up here. It's very fun. And then this portion, I don't know how they actually list this. like crossovers, top collaborators, like with Gel and Imaginary, we did our Splatoon stream, so these are the ones I was expecting to see. But it says raids received 5. That is definitely not correct. I have received more than 5 raids for sure. Like, it says here, Camille's rated 4 times, Emilia's rated 3 times, Gel's rated 3 times. Like, I don't know how they're getting this number versus these numbers. Yeah, some of the numbers are goofy, for sure, Gel. Raid sent 33, I think that is accurate. I sometimes don't end up raiding out when I should, just because like it's kind of late and I don't want to spend the time looking for raids, or I have to go eat dinner, or like I've got something else to do. So I don't raid as much as I feel like I should, because like that's part of the culture on Twitch, is if you've got viewers, send them out to other people so that way other people can also, you know, try and grow their channels. You never know if like somebody you find will be the next streamer that somebody takes an interest in. So I feel like I need to do that more next year. I think this is technically better than what I did last year, but I do want to raid more in the coming year. You definitely remember more than 5 raids for Cookie. Yeah, again, I don't know how they're getting their numbers for this part, but... Did you ever post the Twitch recap you got, Randomist? I don't know if you did. If you did, it would have been in the Discord, but I don't think I saw anybody post their recaps. I'm gonna do a bit of scrolling. Yeah, I don't think anybody posted their recaps on like the viewer end in the Discord. So if you want to post it, please go ahead. I would love to see it. You like never attend raids even though you probably should. It's not like a mandatory thing. I think it's just like one of those things where you might as well, if you have an interest in what they're streaming, take a stop in, see how it goes. Say the screenshot for so sure, give you a sec. No problem. We had more clips made than I thought. It's counting 17 here with 9 unique clippers. I don't know if these are correct, but it sounds about right, because I remember throughout the year, I've been featuring certain clips whenever I like them. Like this one by Tolrath with the Scooby-Doo moment. This is the one where everybody lined up in the back here with their heads poking out from the side of the tea house. That was a really fun moment in Guardians of Azuma. I'm really glad they got a little silly with the events while still trying to keep to like proper storylines for people. One of the things that I want to try and improve on for next year is like I don't want to go all in on like video editing until I have the time, but at least like dipping my toes in and starting to try and like make my own clips from like saved highlights and like stuff on YouTube and stuff. I would like to try doing a little bit of that at least. Just because I think there are a lot of moments that I have genuinely had so much fun with a game, and I think that would be a great way to like show what I'm about here. Or especially during, for example, OJ, there are so many karma moments that could be so fucking funny if I just edited them a little bit. So I feel like there is potential there to add a new skill to my repertoire. It's been posted. You did end up unfollowing the number 3 position earlier this year, though. Oh, that's a shame. Was it like the content change, or you just didn't have the time to stream or watch their streams anymore? I know when some people change their schedules, it can just be a nightmare to try and keep up with them. That's what happened to Rudy, actually. Rudy got locked out of their Twitch account due to changes in the authentication, and then at the same time, I started streaming more and more on the evenings, and that's in their time zone, about when they're going to bed. So they just haven't been able to make it. But yeah, this is actually like pretty good numbers for me. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but 94 new followers basically like doubled where I was at for last year. I don't know if it was necessarily double, but it feels like we made a lot of progress in terms of the follower count this year. And then the subscriber number is definitely inflated. I'm pretty sure it's counting like a lot of the gift subs, but not counting like people who are actively subscribed, you know? But still, thank you so much to everybody who followed. Thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed at any point in time. I put a lot of effort into my subscriber emotes, so I'm glad whenever people actually do get the chance to use them, because it shows that the effort was not in vain. I do definitely want to do more for my subscribers in the future, because like other than the emotes, I want to like make it feel like your time is worth something. Oh no. Thank you so much, Joe. Thank you for the gift subs. Let's see. You hit Randomist, Maxwell. Oh, Strawberry Vanilla? Oh, that's great. And Amazing Boy and Juice. Wow. Wow. Okay. Oh, and then Nick has also given gift subs. Let's see. Nick hit. Is that Illyreal Tomo? I hope I'm saying that right. Ted Switch. Era the Toyota, Adamoda, Lesbian 08. Oh my god, whoever has the name Lesbian 08, I love them. Just based on the name. That's wonderful. Okay, wait a minute. How is it saying that we're at 11 out of 10 when you guys have given 5? Was there a free one mentioned somewhere? I don't know, man. It's fine. But yes, thank you both so much for the gift subs to the community. I appreciate it. You can see those notifications going off like crazy. I did fix them. For a little while they were not performing correctly because I didn't realize that there was a different toggle for gift subs versus regular subs. Now we know, and it's fixed. On the channel you're following change up what they played a lot and various events on the year end versus me not really watching them anymore, so you end up unfollowing. That makes sense. Sometimes it just happens. You don't need to be around in a community forever. And so that's what I mean when I say, like, thank you to everybody who has followed, subscribed, all of that, contributed to hype trains even, spent points especially. I keep a lot of the points for big events, like streaming Pokemon with my husband, the art streams, the karaoke streams, all of that. I want to make it worth your time to be here, so that way, even though I encourage, like, fun, friendly, chill hangouts while I play a game and you guys do your own thing, I do also want to cultivate the community that we've grown, because you guys are a lot of fun to hang out with and chat with and be around and play games with, so I want to do more with that in the future too. I'd say Nick asked earlier what I would have as my goal for the future. Short term in terms of what I want to do, my 3-year streaming anniversary is in like 5 days. So I'm definitely going to be celebrating that, and I'm going to celebrate it the same way I have every other year. We're going back to Misty's Izakaya, baby! That's right, you thought I was done with that game? Surprise, motherfucker. They introduced a roguelike mode in their final DLC, and that wasn't translated by the time I did DLC 5. So now, we're going back to it one last time to try out the roguelike mode because it was translated a little while back. I've been saving it just for my 3-year anniversary because I'm silly like that. But then outside of Missy's Izakaya for the 3-year anniversary, after that, my birthday is January 30th. I would like to do a birthday stream. I don't know what I'm exactly going to be doing for it. My first thought is 2 things, actually. I could do an OJ session, or alternatively, I could do a doodle stream. I think either one would be really fun because it's just like a whole day of us hanging out, chilling. I think technically the 30th is a Friday next year? Let me double check. Getting out my calendar now. Yeah, the 30th is a Friday, so I wouldn't be able to do all day. But the next day, in theory, if I don't have tabletop, it could be just one of those things where we just fucking go. If I do have tabletop that day, then it'd probably have to be Sunday instead. Because I don't usually do things on Sundays, at least nowadays. Well, actually, one of my games is supposed to be switching to a Sunday schedule, so I don't know anymore. I'll definitely have to consider it. It might be easier to do an OJ game if I can't go as long as I want for my doodle streams. Unless I get really fucking fast at drawing, but I can guarantee you that's not happening without more practice. And that's part of the reason why I do the doodle streams. I use them to help get a little bit faster at drawing and also a little bit more okay with, like, not having a perfectly finished drawing and still being able to say, I did it, I put it out there. I'm done, you know? Last time I was still going over time, of course. You know, a lot of my drawings ended up taking like 15 to 20 minutes instead of 10 or whatever. But still, it's better than I used to be for sure. But yes, so short term, Missy's Izakaya for my 3-year streaming anniversary. then probably an OJ night or a doodle stream for my birthday. And then from there, shortly after in February, is going to be my 2-year affiliate anniversary. So for that definitely my goal. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to hold myself to it, but I want to rework my layouts. Oh, firstly, hang on. The hype train is complete, so let's see what you guys got this time around. Her mind emote. The zoom is kind of funny. I don't recognize the character being used. But I get the intent behind it of like, whoa, galaxy brain type thing. Sorry, Jell, you didn't get the emote that you wanted again, right? The kitty hype is cute though. I like the way that it's rocking out. Yeah, thank you for the hype train. Thank you for the new gift subs. I'm sure Randomist appreciates it. Once again, getting lucky with it. You just want Danger Dance. One day, you'll get the emote that you're hunting for. I think what you probably need to do instead of starting your own hype train is to like ride off of someone else's and just do enough subs to get to the level that you want and hope nobody else does anything with it. Yeah, there's the heart emoji. There it is. I'm so glad I made that. It was rough working on the heart one because it just didn't work the first time around. A lot of my emotes don't work the first time around because I'm not able to account for the small size, but we're getting there. We're slowly getting better on them. For my affiliate anniversary, right, I almost got distracted. For my affiliate anniversary, I am definitely trying to get it that way I can rework my layouts because I have my PNG tuber and I have different alternate outfits and I feel like oftentimes I end up covering things on the screen. So I'm probably gonna swap to like the more standard layout that you see on a lot of streams where like the game doesn't take up most of the screen. It takes up like, you know, 3/4 of it and then you leave like a final quarter of it. Like say, for what you guys are seeing right now, this line here between the chat box and like my PNG tuber, this ideally would be the space for chat and me, so that way I can take up less screen room of the game and not hide things as often. And that way it'll be easier to like swap myself out. And then I would like to update like the clovers. You guys can see in like the top left, right corners. Those are old. It's like one of the first assets I made for myself, and I feel like they're not up to the quality of, say, the emotes. I think it'd be better if I like standardized everything and reconsidered how I did my layouts too. I'm gonna have to do some research into like what is good. For, I guess, a lot of people, they use incredibly minimal layouts nowadays. Like, a lot of people are steering away from, like, the overproduced stuff, so I'm not trying to go, like, full on, bam, boom, bam, tons of effects everywhere, everything's cool and awesome. It's more just, like, I want to still keep the focus on the game while giving room for me off on the side, so I don't feel like I'm impeding on things as much, in terms of, like, taking up screen space. And also cleaning up these old assets, because you can tell that they got a little, like, pixelated, I guess, in being reshrunk. And I want to fix that. I'll just, like, work with the original sizing that I actually need for this, you know? And that way it can be clear and concise. And then for my affiliate anniversary, on top of getting those layouts done, like, especially, for example, the start screen and the break screen, I would like to make these just a little bit more, yeah, I don't know, refined. They're very simple right now, and I would just like to put more polish on it, because I've been doing this for a little while, and I think the polish would go a long way in helping it be like, haha, yeah, I'm a streamer on Twitch, and like me not being embarrassed when I tell people about it, because it's like, oh no, I don't do all the things that I expect. Is just like effort going into it. Like, not that I'm embarrassed of the actual hobby, but like, sometimes I get to the point where it's like, man, I wish I could say, like, I do more with it, or I have done better with it than I have, in terms of, like, the effort I put in. There's a lot of things where I'm still a little behind on. You know, like, we just got the outfit toggles set up for my PNG tuber, and, like, a lot of people have done that forever, you know? So it feels like I'm a little bit behind. of where I would like to be as I toggle through my stuff because I like showing them off. So I would like to do more to put some polish on and then really like bring things up to speed to at least like my current level of making emotes and art and stuff like that. My layouts are probably still not going to be amazing because I don't have anything that like gives me proper margins. I just kind of have to pray that it fits when I go to do it. Yippee! It's fine. But yeah, that's Bulbasaur, more like Bulba cute. Thank you! I put a lot of effort into that. I'm going to reuse it in the future, just you wait. The second I find a DS emulator copy that I feel safe downloading, it's like bam, boom, bam. Explorers of Sky is going on the list. So, I think that's actually technically everything I wanted to do for stream. We did the ending hunting, we did our Twitch recap, I talked about my plans for the near future, thanked everybody for their support. Would you guys mind if I did some drawing? It'd only be for a couple hours, but it's drawing. Yay, drawing, not at all, draw. Alright. Okay, so, one more question. Would you mind if it was intensely, like, personal, indulgent drawing, like, for tabletop stuff? Because I have relapsed into my favorite ship from the year. My drawing's always pretty neat, thank you. Alright. I need to refill my water bottle because gel hydrated the hell out of me earlier and I'm basically out. But once I return, I will go back to working on my ship art. Actually, it's not even ship art. It's basically like the time skip design for the other half of the ship, but it's gonna be completely separate from like, I'm gonna draw them kissing. No, I just need to figure out the fucking design before I can do anything else. Also, thank you for the hydrate redeem. That actually finished off my water gel. Wasn't my first dual stream you attended that, so do it again. I think it was. Yeah, so we're doing it again. I will be right back, guys. And then from there, we'll get started on the drawing. And you know what? I'll give you different music to listen to while we're on break. There you go. Listen to Wilbel's theme while I'm on break. I'll be back.